Hello and welcome back to this project management focused YouTube channel. I have been spending a lot of time diving into generative AI, and I want to show you something today that will hopefully save you a lot of time and really support you with your projects. Today we're going to be building our own GPT in ChatGPT. I do want to put out there, in order to follow along and take the steps that I'm about to show you, you will have to have a paid ChatGPT account. You know, the value of creating your own GPT is that you get to give it very specific instructions on how to behave, and you can share knowledge with it. You can upload files and have it pull real world information and data about your current project or current projects if you have multiple that you want to put into one GPT. Let's dive right in. This is going to be a short video, and I'm going to show you step by step how you can build your own GPT. Once you are logged into your paid ChatGPT account, look on the left-hand side of the menu bar, click on GPTs, and that is going to navigate to the next screen. In the upper right-hand corner, look for where it says Create with a plus sign and click on that. What you will see when you click into that is a page that has both Configure and Create. Where I recommend starting is by toggling to the Create. What you can do when you toggle over to Create is have ChatGPT help you take a first pass at creating your GPT. Explain in detail what you want the focus of this GPT to be. For example, if you have a project that you want this GPT to be an expert in, you can explain that here. It's going to allow you to name it here, and you can go ahead and give it all of those explicit kind of instructions on voice, style, default behaviors, and so forth. This is where I like to start. And by the way, I am sharing all of the details that I've used for my project manager GPT in the comments down below. So if you want to just start with that by creating a GPT using the exact same details that I'm using, feel free to do that. Okay, once I've gone back and forth, I've given it details on the create side, what it does is populate the configure side. So when you toggle back over to configure, you're going to see some details in here. So if you've named your GPT, it's going to show up here. It's going to be a really high level description of the expertise. And this is the fun part where you can get into even more specific details on instructions, conversation starters, knowledge, and this is the piece that I love. Upload files. So if you are creating a GPT that is an expert on your particular project, you could upload your project charter here. If you have a written project management plan, you can upload that here. If you have a risk management plan or decisions log, this is going to be all of the knowledge that it's pulling from when it's responding to you. So I would say be as detailed as possible when you're filling out the instructions, when you're uploading files. And I'm going to show you, again, what I have in my project management professional that I have built as a standalone GPT. I have named my GPT PMI Master Advisor. And again, when I started to create this, I started on the Create tab here, and I gave very specific instructions regarding the expertise. I then toggled over to the Configure and gave it more explicit instructions. I told it exactly the types of resources that I wanted it to pull information from. So for example, I want it to pull information from the PMBOK Guide 7th edition. I want it to pull from the PMI process groups, a practice guide. So I went back in, I made it more and more detailed. And again, what I've got in here, I've also got down below in the comments. Some of the conversation starters that I have on here, develop a PMO charter aligned to the PMI's 2025 PMO guide, create a work breakdown structure and link it to the process groups. So you can add in conversation starters that will show up when you're working with your GPT. Down below, I've uploaded just a couple of documents to show you what it looks like. So I've got a project charter template that I want it to be pulling from. So if I ask it to create a project charter, I want it to be in this template format. And I've uploaded a guide here that I wanted to pull details from. Down here, you can be really specific regarding the recommended model. So this is referring to ChatGPT models. And if you look at the drop-down options, I actually just have it as no recommended model. If you have a model that you prefer to work with, feel free to do so. And once you have everything set up, you can go ahead and click update. It may say create if you're doing it for the first time. You can practice with some of the prompts here to see what it comes up with. I now have the prompt where I'm asking it to create a project charter. I gave some details about people fulfilling different roles. I'm going to fill the project sponsor role. Amanda is going to fill the project manager role, some in scope, some out of scope details. And I was really clear that I don't want it to be exported in a file. Just show me in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and click this little arrow. We'll see what it comes back with. Here's what it has provided. So it's got my project name, project start date. It's calculated the estimated end date, project sponsor, project manager, core team member. It's written the project purpose and justification. Here are some of the measurable project objectives that it's brainstormed. Looks like most of them are date-based and enable course purchase and access for at least 50 users in Q4 2025. High-level requirements, high-level risk, milestones, project boundaries, a stakeholder list. So what I can do is keep going back and forth and asking it to refine it as needed. So there you have it. In just about 10 minutes, you could build your own GPT that is an expert in your particular project or just in general, a project management expert. I hope this helps you work more effectively and efficiently. Again, I'm Kandis Porter, and thank you for visiting our project management YouTube channel. We would love it if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, we would love it if you'd subscribe as well. Please come back soon for more videos, and thanks for visiting.